Hello, boys and girls. Do you remember this week we're talking about the three R's, which are reduce, reuse, and recycle. And today, Ms. Lori read you a book about how a little girl will reduce, reuse, and recycle in her home. And you're going to do an art project that has to do with that. Now, your art project is called My Earth Day Pledge. And before we review what we know about the three R's, let's go over the art materials you will need. So you will need either crayons, colored pencils, or markers to color with. Then you need to do gluing. So you need to use glue, some tape, or stapler. You may also need a hole puncher, or you could use the pen to punch a hole into the paper. And of course, your scissor. I have my scissor here, and this is your size scissor. So what is my Earth Day Pledge? Well, your Earth Day Pledge has to do with I can reduce, I can recycle, I can reuse. Now, Ms. Lori did a lesson about this yesterday, and she read you a book also today about a little girl who reduces, reuses, and recycles in her home. So how do we reduce, and what can we reduce? Well, if you're not using the water, turn off water. Or you could turn off lights. Or instead of going into a car all the time, you could take a bike, or you can walk. So reduce means to use less of something and fixing things instead of throwing them away. Now let's talk about reuse. We can use reusable bags. We can reuse books. We can reuse clothes. And we can reuse boxes. Good. Next is what reuse means: to use things again and again, giving things that we don't need anymore to others. Then there's recycle. We can recycle cans. We can recycle bottles, and we can recycle newspaper. Recycle means to sort your trash so some can be used again to become something new. So those are the three R's. Now, this is where you have to think before we do the project. First, it's I can reduce. Now, you take your crayon, your pencil, or your marker, and you color in your rectangle here. So you could color the arrows, you could color your frame, and you could do a picture in there. I already did mine, so I'm going to show you. So I said I can reduce by turn off water, and there's mine. So I used my marker and I colored in what I wanted to color, and that's what you will do. You will draw your picture here, and then color your frame, and then go to the next one, which is I can recycle. And I said on mine, I can recycle bottles. So you decide what you want to recycle. Remember, this is your pledge. Ms. Melanie did her pledge. Now it's your turn. And next is the I can reuse. Here is the reuse one. And I can reuse bags. And here's mine. So those are my 3 pledges. Next you need a blue piece of paper and draw a circle on it. So you could use a bowl or a plate. I used a bowl. I put it on my paper and I traced it, and I'm gonna cut it with you. You take your scissor, cut away, and cut your circle out. And here is my circle. Next, you're going to color. After you do your pledges, you're going to color your earth. So remember, what color would land be? Yes, you're right. Green. And what color would water be? Yes, that's great. Blue. And then where it says my pledge, my Earth Day pledge, you can color any color you want. So Ms. Melanie did hers already. You see? So I colored my land green, I colored my water blue, and I decided to color my ribbon here pink. So that's what you do. You'll color it in, and then you take your scissor after you color, and you cut it out. And don't forget to write your name. And I left that so I could write my name. So I'm going to take black, and I'm going to write Ms. Melanie, because this is Ms. Melanie's pledge. And you would write your name. So here you go. So then you cut yours out, your earth, after you've colored it in. Around, keep cutting around, and then this is where your tape or your stapler or your glue comes in. I'm just going to use tape. I think I just need 4 pieces, but I think I'm going to use 5. I'm going to go on each sides. I'm going to make sure it stays at 4, and I'm going to put 1 in the middle. So I want to round it, and then I tape it or glue it on. And here is my Earth Day pledge. The next thing you need to do is cut out your pledges. So the same thing, cut along the line. Make sure to cut away from you, and after you cut along the line, all the way around, then you cut each pledge out. Like that. And keep cutting to make it look like Ms. Melanie's pledges. Here's my pledge for reduce, and here's my pledge for recycle. Here's my pledge for reuse. And next you need ribbon or string, and I have string, and you need 3 pieces of string, because you have 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna cut different lengths. So here's 1. Cut another one is 2, and cut another one is 3. And then you can put your string away. Next, you have to punch a hole in that little circle on top. You see the little hole? I'm going to use my pen to punch my hole. Get it big enough so you could put the string in. 1 hole, 2 holes, and 3 holes. And then if you need help, ask your parents to help you. I'm going to put my string through, and I'm going to tie a little knot on it. Like this on each one. So this is number 1. This is the I reduce. There you go. And then I'm going to do another one on I recycle. There we go. So do another knot on this one. Here's number, a little shorter, number the I recycle, and then here's the I reuse. Remember I said you could fold it a little if you need to get it in there. I need to make the hole a little bigger. There we go. And plug it in. Get it here. And oh, there we go. Now my string is through. And then I can make my knot. And to fix it a little, you can cut on the ends. One. Cut the string a little. All right, next. The next part is you need to put three holes on here. So I'll put one hole in the middle and one hole on this end and one hole on this end. See, I went a little too far through the hole and I ripped it. It's okay. I'll put the hole over here. Be careful when you do this. And I'm going to put my string through the I reduce in here. There's one. And then I'm going to, there's one so far. Look at it. Here's one so far. Well, let me do the recycle one. Next. Recycle. Put the string through the hole and make your little knot. And last, so here's two so far. I need one more. Here's two. Now I need one more, which is I reuse. I'll make the hole a little bigger. Put the string through the hole. And then I'm going to tie. I hope you're enjoying yourselves while you're doing this. Now I'm going to take the scissor again to cut the little strings off from what I tied. And here it is. My pledge. And then you can hang it up anywhere in your room, in your house. Here's my Earth Day pledge. And here's that part. And then here's this part that dangles from my earth. I hope you had fun making yours. Can't wait to see pictures, Mommy and Daddy. Email your teachers. Bye. See you soon.